Hey everyone, welcome back. Dev Spider here again. So today I went ahead and skipped one recording session that could have been made just so I could upgrade the base some more. So you can see that we have these floor spike traps everywhere. We've put some railings or some half walls up. We increased our traps, so we have all these compressors here. Pretty much everything else is still the same. We're pretty secure now. I feel really safe where we're at right now. Just for the next wave on day 6 going into day 7. We're currently on hour 4. I went ahead and rebuilt the turn all these floors to concrete, added the cement and all that. I went ahead and built this workbench so that hopefully we can upgrade our gear soon. So if you want to upgrade gear, you'll come here to the equipment bench. At the top right up here, next to the recycling tab, you'll see all of our armor and gear. And if you look at the armor and the bags, it's going to give you the icon for angelfish scales, fish bones, and a piece of iron to take it up the first couple of levels. We haven't done any fishing yet. We haven't gone over that. To do that, you press tab. You'll come into this menu. Here you can craft the paste bait is what you're going to use to fish with. You're going to need small meat and animal fat, so make sure that you've got your traps working the whole time. And then right here is the fishing rod. That's going to take one branch, 2 pieces of rope, and a piece of iron. We're not going to fish just yet, but I wanted to cover that in case anybody else is trying to. Personally, we're not fishing yet because we need to skill up into fishing. It'll make life a lot easier. Yeah, and you might be noticing I added another door in here, and the reason is, and the same reason I built here, is so that when we build water vehicles and stuff, we can make a dock down here. So I went ahead and built like a small dock to fish off of once we do start fishing. So when you want to fish, just come to any water source with your fishing rod and your fishing bait and fish. Just know that if you do it out, like say your base is like at the place I recommended in my earlier videos, and you go to the water place, you're probably going to want to build a small cabin trap style base there because you're going to have swarms coming after you every couple of hours. And just do that, it'll give you a peace of mind to fish. It'll definitely going to want to upgrade that too so it doesn't catch on fire. But I'll get a fishing video out here shortly, maybe the next couple of days. If nothing else, I can do it on my other account. But from here, we need to go out and search the world, do some exploring, get some more books, get ready for day 10. Alright, so day 5 is one of the first big steps because of the fire mobs. So like I said, everything needs to go to cement. The next big step is going to be day 10. Just to let anybody know, hopefully this doesn't spoil the game for anybody, but day 10 we will see our first giant. So if you're currently on this day, you want to be gathering and working towards the larger weapons. You want to be getting your traps upgraded to the next tier. So we've got the wrench on right now. So if we look at, say, our pendulum right here, well, we have the repair. We got the repair to show you, I guess. I need to get some branches. But yeah, you'll just upgrade these like you do anything else by pressing T. They're going to take a lot of metal, like metal plates, rebar, ingots. Once they're upgraded, then we can add in trap modifiers to increase their damage. They'll have more uses. They'll do more damage. So like our shredders, they'll go up to, I believe it's 200 spins or 100 spins. You see they're at 100 now, so they'll increase to 200. Our floors will increase. Everything gets just extra use. And then instead of using branches to recharge them, we can either add on power, then we don't have to recharge them anymore, or we can use these battery cells that I told you to keep up with the whole time. So we've got 51 cells right now. So like I said, you just want to stack those up for a while. Also, that day that I spent that I did not record, we went ahead and looted most of these houses right here on the front and some of these other POIs. And while doing that, we got a crossbow, found some new armor, and then we got one of my favorite weapons in the game. I debated whether to show this since we're so early in the game, but it's probably the most OP weapon as far as melee goes in the game. So we got the two-handed lightsaber. So it's pretty awesome. It's a lot of fun. It does a ton of damage, so I can show you that really fast. So we come into here. Where's my lightsaber? Okay, it's in my hands. So it does 135 damage. So if we compare that to the spear that we're using, where did I put the spear? Alright, so the spear only does 53. So we've gone up by almost 100 damage. Or 80 damage, I guess, somewhere in there. Anyways, we've got some more research, so let's go ahead and see what we can learn. I want to get combat skills up, and then we need to go out and find these porter books and everything else that we're missing, like Master Worker, so that we can increase up to metal without the cost being so high. Or is that builder? It's upgrade speed, that's build metal. So yeah, never mind, we just need that for senior builder. And how much is this? That's 100. But like I said, I want to do combat skills to make gathering faster. I do want the scavenger book that'll allow us to break stuff down faster, and demolitionist. So we have all of our books here. Let's see, do we want to do this one just yet? Yeah, we'll go ahead and do chemist, because we're going to want all of those items. We don't need senior chemist, but we still have to find the book for it, or we don't need it right at this moment. We will need to take into our engineering line some more before long. We're also going to want to tech up into our food, or the first food icon here, so that we can start doing advanced farming, so we can get to the other zones, because we'll need stuff from the garden and from the tree farms. Alright, so I've got all of our books on us currently, so let's see what we have. So we found another graduation thesis too. We killed one of those smart zombies. So for that, I'm going to put it here for strength plus, damage plus 5%. Well, never mind. I guess not, because that takes 2 books. So we're going to put it in the melee weapon damage for plus 15%. See, medic would give us hit point recovery from items plus 20%. We'll go ahead and do that. Martial artist, crash damage minus 25%. Why not? Sounds good to me. We're not going to do the next one because it's 150. We can do damage taking minus 4%. That'd be pretty good. Can I do warrior or anything to increase melee weapon damage plus 6? Let's grab that one. Tactician, damage plus 2. Let's grab that. Because my goal right now is I just want to be able to run into these POIs and just slaughter everything and get in and out as fast as we can. It looks like we're about out of points. So I guess we'll store everything else. Yeah, okay, so we don't have enough points to get anything else done. We could do Novice Right, please. It's guard points, and it's mostly like if you're using shields for parrying and stuff. I don't care about any of that, so we're going to hold off on that until the very end. So with that, let's go ahead and put our books back up, and then we're going to head into town. So I plan to take the route that we haven't been using. So you might notice that I've got soda on me. Right here. So it's called Rotten Cola. It's fire resistant for 1 hour at 100%. Now if you drink it, you lose 10 hit points and 10 energy. So make sure you've got food, like enough food on you. Speaking of which, we should probably make some since we're going to need to heal ourselves constantly. Do we have anything good? I guess we'll cook the large meat. I really don't want to use up any of our small meat because we're going to need a lot of that. That's going to be needed for the fish bait and for the medium traps. So we'll cook some of that up. We shouldn't need a lot of the cola because I don't plan on exploring in the desert just yet. We might swing by 1 or 2 places, but pretty much we're going to take this road and head around and down and come back to some of the cities, like towards this side. And let's see, what are we after on that side? I don't remember. I've got it written in my notes somewhere. Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me take a look at this. Alright, so I've got a route planned. Again, make sure if you're going to take this route that you have your cola on you to cool you off once you hit the desert zone that we're about to get to. Let's go ahead and jump out the back here. Make sure you've got food. We don't have any bullets left for our guns, so we're just going to hope that our lightsaber is going to carry us through the day. We still can't build a new bike. We need to get over here and hopefully find some, I believe it's engine oil that we're lacking. So we just need 2 of those, and then we can build a new bike, which will speed up everything. So I'm pretty much going to cruise all the way this way. We're going to hit the desert. It's full of all kinds of cool animals, like rhinos, elephants, lions, ostriches. It's a really cool zone. I like the way they added it. It's pretty awesome. Once we get through there, we're going to keep cruising until we get out of the desert. We're going to stop at 1 spot in the desert that's on the way to the place we're going to get books. And we're going to grab 1 book there. Then we're going to keep on moving. We're going to go for the Veteran Porter book. I believe 2 fishing books. And a Demolitionist book and a Scavenger book. Because they're back in the city that we got the Master Mechanic book from. And on the way there. So like I said, I'm going to cruise this. We'll see the desert eventually, so I'm just going to cut from here to there just to save space and time. So I'll see you guys in just a minute. Alright everyone, so we made it. Oh, we got a straggler come in. Let's go ahead and take care of this guy. Show you just why the 200 lightsaber is pretty OP. Alright, so we made it back all the way across the map to the motel. So we're back at where we found one of the first books ever. So we drove from our base here all the way around through the desert, through the new cities, all the way back over here to the original starting zone. So this is right across from the military camp. So the military camp where we found that book in this building here, they were right across the street from there. Alright, the reason we came here is because there's the fishing book. I went ahead and cleared a few rooms. I couldn't remember exactly where it was at. So here it is on this table. And this is on the back side of it if you're on the main road. So that's Jing Zia's fishing secret. Trust me, before you start fishing, I'd highly advise that you get the books and probably fully spec into them. Just gonna wipe these guys out. If you drove like I did, you'd also want to probably stop and get some gas. I think we took a little bit over half a tank to get here. We're going to refill. Right, from here, we're going to head out and make that same route back, stopping at a few points. I actually need to add them to the map, so let's see if we can do that safely right now. So we want to get Veteran Porter, which is going to be at 4659. Let me see, 46, 59, and 173. Yeah, I advise getting a notebook if you, that's what I do. But that you can just build a research table every time you get somewhere. 46, whoop, it's 58. As long as we're close, we'll be okay. And 173. So that right there is going to be a fire station that we're looking for. Now we want to get Scavenger, which is at 4629. Let's see, 46, 29, and 173.99. It's going to be back here in the corner, it looks like. 73.99, 46.29. So we're going to go for that one. Master Worker. I don't know if we can get that one. Let's see, 43.25. Where's 43? This is 43, and it says 25. And 156.89, so that's all the way back over here. So we're not going to worry about that one right now. The next one I have on my notes is going to be the swimming pool at 49.11. I believe it's in this city. Yeah, it should be like right here. And 169.52. Okay, so we're going to do that. Press M to get out of the map. If you tab out, a lot of times it'll erase your markers. I thought there was another one. I want to say there's one that's also located right here on the front of the bridge. So we're going to check that on the way back to our base. So we're going to be cutting a tight timeline because it's day 6, hour 11 to get back all the way over there. So once I get to the next book, I'll see you guys in a moment. But I guess I can show really quick too. So this is the front of the motel. It's pretty obvious with the giant motel sign on it. Like I said, that's the military camp where we found a book earlier in the game. And this is the road that'll take us to the first major city that we came to. I think that was in like video 1 or 2. I'll see you guys in just a minute when we get to what I believe is going to be the swimming pool. So here we are at the swimming pool. If you look at the front, it's like a collapsed building. It looks like a public pool. Let me cut this down really quick and I'll show you on the map. So we already placed the marker, so you should have a good idea where it's at. Plus, just follow the coordinates. So we're in this giant building here. And it's actually, if I remember right, there's not a lot in it. We should be able to get through it relatively quick. Again, just go for the headshots. They'll go down really, really fast. You can loot anything you want in here. There should be a lot of parts and stuff. Like I said, check anything that looks like a bookshelf. You can get research data off of it, and possibly some other books that you have to just find randomly throughout the map. I'm going to probably loot all these lockers in here too, because like I said, we need the engine cooling oil. And I think we can find it in this city if I remember correctly. And so you can go up there, there's heaters and things you can break down. And then back here, I want to say is where the book's located. Yep, here we go, right here on this table. We'll take that. And that's for... what is that for? Demolitionist or scavenger? Demolitionist. Alright, so I'm going to grab some loot out of this building really fast, like I said. Oh, I need to go rescue my motorcycle. And then we'll head to the next point that I've marked. Now, there's one more fishing book that I can think of off the top of my head. We're going to pick it up on the way if we have time. Just because it stands out in my head, just because it was a pain for me to find it. You're not dead yet? Okay, there we go. Alright, right here we should probably go ahead and repair this. We hit a few zombies on the way, which is fun because it sends them flying. They're still creeping in. I'll probably hit these cars out here too to grab some more gas just while we're right here. But like I said, I'll see you guys in just a minute. Alright everyone, so we made it to the fire station, one of the second marker that we put down on the map right here. Let's go ahead and head in here and find this book really fast. This should be the Veteran Porter. Alright, so when you're in here, there's things you can loot, like these water coolers. You can break them down for a lot of good parts. I'm going to kill everything on the first floor, just so I can park the bike in here safely. Let's see, now where is the book? I don't remember. Here's a bookshelf. Let's check it out really fast. Life is a Marathon, we'll take that. Alright, so it looks like the book's right here on this table. Let's go ahead and grab it. Weight training guide +1. Looks like we aggroed everything. Alright, so I'm going to loot this building, check some cabinets, see if I can't find that cooling goal. From here, we're going to head over to our second marker. According to my notes, that is a bank. And that's where we should find Scavenger. So I'll see you once we get there. Alright, so we're at the bank now. This is where we should find the Scavenger book. Show you the map really fast. So again, this is the first major new city. Here's a second portion. Either, I guess it's its own city. And you can see the giant ATMs in front of it. It has bank written above the front door. There is something I didn't notice before that I can't wait to check out. But first, like I said, I'm going to get the base where it's safe before I explore everything. Because I've not been in most of the new POI buildings, but there's an actual, like, looks like a tunnel here for maybe a subway or a metro. So I'm kind of excited to check that out. Like I said, I've never been down there before. I didn't even know it existed. So let's get inside of here, find this book really fast. Also, I don't know if I went over this before, but if you look at these mailboxes, I've already searched this one. It's a good place to find research data. And if we find some rope, we can go ahead and research Veteran Porter. Like, we'll build a research table using that rope, and then we can go and research that, and it'll give us enough inventory space to keep going. Because we're getting kind of tight on space again. Now then, so the book for here, I don't remember if it's upstairs or back here, so we're going to run through these guys really fast. I know it looks like this is super easy. Lightsaber allows you to kill low-level enemies like they're nothing. Let me grab these while I'm right here before I forget. But there are enemies that will still give you a run for your money. Like I said, this is just some of the earlier zone area. Ooh, this looks like a bookshelf. Okay, here we go. Here's a book right here on this table in this back office. The Boy Scout rule. And that is for Scavenger. Alright, so like I said, from here we're going to head to the next marker on the map. Let's see, let me search this really fast and I'll show you. Alright, so we're going to go, I'm going to clear this whole building first, because like I said, I really need a lot of resources. Down here, I think it's a fishing book. I know there's a book down here, and roughly know where it's at. So we're going to head there next. I think there's one here, so we're going to search right there really fast, and then we'll head back to the base and do some upgrades. So we've reached the point I was talking about with a fishing village down here. My marker was way off. I knew it was down here though, it's kind of like out of the way. So if my mind serves me right, in one of these houses on the bottom of this pier, there should be one of the books we're looking for. So we have to go through these. A lot of friendlies in here waiting on us. Okay, it's actually right here in the first house. Alright, so we're going to take that one. And from searching bookshelves, we've gotten quite a few. So like I said, I'm going to check these out. Now these houses down here, yep, we just got another new one. All these houses down here have really, really good loot in them. So make sure you go through them thoroughly if you're taking your time and searching everything. I'm going to go through them and try to get some more battery cells. I still have yet to find the engine coolant, so maybe it's located in the desert biome, and that's why I haven't found it yet. Because I've searched every building we've gone through so far. I actually need to... Don't really have time to search all these. So I'm going to head to the top right here. Circle back around and come up this bridge. Check this last point. And then we're going to hightail it all the way back across to the base. Because we're running out of time. And I'm really hoping to upgrade some of the traps and do a few improvements before the next wave gets here. Alright, so we're coming up to the edge of the desert on this bridge. So what we're going to do is press 4. Because you can eat and drink while on your bike. As you saw, my hit points went down. My stamina and energy went down. If you look above that, below the speedometer though, you'll see a little Coke icon. That means that we have the refreshing drink and we're cooling. If you didn't have that, you'd be like catching on fire constantly and taking damage over time. So make sure you bring drinks with you when you come. There's a better one to make if you do gardening, and we'll go over that once we get to the gardening. Alright, so here's where I wanted to check. because I believe there's something here. First, we need to get these guys off our backs. Of course, there's watch out for this elite. He will spray fire at you, as you can see the flamethrower on his hand. Gonna take that because that's gonna give us some good research data. Get these guys off of our bike. Alright, so I want to say there should be something in one of these little... Yep, there we go, right here. So we're gonna take that. Well, we would have... Oh, inventory's full. Alright, so we're gonna drop this cloth. We'll have plenty, so we don't need to worry about that. And then we're gonna take this. It's Jack and the Beanstalk, which... We'll go over that later. I'm not sure what that one does. So we've got Jack and the Beanstalk, so that's Botanist. We have Recycled Method for Demolitionist. We have Weight Training for Veteran Porter. The Boy Scout Rule for Scavenger. Economics of Nature for Ecologist. The Art of War. And if it says Obtain Bookshelf on it, that's a random one that can only be found on bookshelves or on the smart zombies in their backpacks. We have Jingzia's Fishing Secret. Life is a Marathon, which is for Runner. Youngblade, which is King Arthur. Close Order Drill for Lieutenant. Zombie Hunter, that's awesome. That's going to give us 10% to zombies. And Novice Warrior. So we should be a lot stronger once we learn all these books. So I'm going to, go ahead and kill this guy. Now watch out for these guys, they explode. Oh, my bike's on fire. That's not good. Hey buddy, I need you to die. I need to fix my bike. Okay, it's still at 89%. We're okay. I guess maybe he sets things on fire when he hits them. I normally shoot them, so... Alright, so I'm going to break down some of these heaters in here, the computers, loot these little cabinets, and then we're going to make our way back. I might have to stop and get some gas on the way. But yeah, I can't remember if I said this too, so the Coke icon... Oops, didn't mean to do that. So the Coke icon that's currently above our hit points, which means that our drink is in effect. When it starts flashing, because these only last an hour, the other ones last 12 hours, the ones that you can make yourself. But when it starts flashing, go ahead and drink another one, because when it runs out, if you're in the middle of a fight, you'll be taking damage from that, so you don't want to be stuck with it. And just to give another good tip on that, because I didn't know that, because this didn't all exist the last time I played. This food plays a really important role here. Alright, so we made it back to the base safely. We've got tons of books. I pulled a couple out of the storage because I was going to see if we could learn any. So we've got 464 points, so let's go ahead and see what would be useful. Veteran Porter, that is a must. That's 12 more slots. Let's go ahead and hit that up. We have Master Porter here, and we're going to grab those from my notebook. So I'm going to write that down for its next destination. So we also got Scavenger, which is completion speed plus 15%. We're going to go ahead and learn that. We could do Veteran Scavenger. Sure, why not? Maybe it'll help us out. That pretty much used up all of our points. I'd really like to do our fishing so we can go over that. Like we need marine ecologist, that's reducing all kinds of what's going on. But I want to get enough points in all the books for that before we go over it so I can show you the difference between no skills and skills. Because it's massive. So that's upgrade speed. Oh, what did we do? Is it senior builder? Which one does metal? Demolishing. Okay, we're going to do this one because I plan to do some upgrading. Then we have Master Builder, which needs a book. That's going to be at the airport. So moving right along, I do think we're like completely out of points. Yeah, we've got 24. So we'll just store the rest of the books for now. There's several left that we could still learn if we had it, but we need a few more waves to come in to give us some more research data. And to loot some more mailboxes. Of course, this thing's full. Let's take these out, we'll melt them down. Now then, so we have, we're gonna grab our rebar and some other items, see if we can't do some upgrades since it's hour 22. Let's do plastic, we'll get rubber, probably gonna need rope, we'll take some copper. Let's see, we have plates, do we have some rebar? Of course, always need the nails. Now then, let's see if we can do these upgrades I wanna do. Just to make life easier and to give us some more damage options. So we're gonna come up here to these. And let's swap over to our wrench. We actually have to repair them. I didn't think about that. So we're going to grab wrenches. Alright, so we're repairing this one. Sometimes it's finicky, like right here, it won't let you upgrade it. But if you back up, you move around on it some, it should give you the option to do an upgrade. So we'll press T. To upgrade these, oh, I forgot we need those. We need motors. But you'll need a plug, nails, rope, iron plate, rebar, and motor. And that should be, I believe, for all the traps. From now on, we'll need motors if we want to upgrade them. I must have to get on, maybe I have to get on top of this one. I know you can upgrade these. I think you just have to be on the right angle, the right side of it. But I'm not jumping down right now to look at it. So to build a motor, we'll need probably to rebuild the electronics workbench. And then we're going to have to we don't have to upgrade it. It's right here. Okay, so motor takes rubber, plastic, iron, and copper. Scrap one of those. We're going to go ahead and upgrade this. That allows us to build transistors and engines. And let's see about squeezing out, if we can't get away with 4 of these. Is that all the copper that we have left? Let's hope to have more. We did get a lot of looting up, but now that we have more space, the more stuff we'll bring back on every trip. Once we increase our bag space, that'll also allow us to carry more. Alright, so we're going to upgrade this. And it's going to take on a whole new look. So now we're getting out of the wood/stone age, moving into the future. So this is the this trap's final form. Let's go and repair this one and upgrade it too. Also, so now if you look at this one, it says 91 out of 100 because it's still original. This one should be 200, but we can't see it because it hasn't used any yet. And then if you build the trap modifiers, you just come up to these, press F, and it can hold 1 modifier, which can increase its damage, durability, defense, and it can also give it, I think, crit chance. Let's go to the end of this one. And right here at the end, you can see these plugs. That's for when we get into power. And I'm probably not going to record tonight's wave, just because this video is already getting pretty long with all the books that we went after. I do want to expand this farther forward and add at least 2, if not 3 more of those. I like to have about 6 in the front, which, yeah, I should have plenty of space to do that. We might not get to that this evening. We'll just have to wait and see how the waves go. So if we repair that, and like I said, come down here to the side, you can see that we can upgrade it. Look at these. We can upgrade these too. We're going to upgrade the front one. Why not? It takes on a bit of a more aggressive look too. Is my flashlight not on? There we go. So you can see that it's all metal now. And then this one's still wood. And these also, power plugs, everything. So everything that we upgrade from now on will require power. So if you're going to upgrade them, make sure you have plenty of cells floating around, because that's what it's going to use instead of the branches. Or that you have power already that you can hook up to it. And we'll get to power as soon as we can. It's going to take a few more loot runs before I feel comfortable enough to build all those items. And from there, we can also move into upgrading these if I had small stone, because we have to repair it. And it kind of was my plan, was to start upgrading over our foundations and stuff to metal. I guess I can, because I need to figure out how we're going to transition our base, because this little path here is not going to be enough. I'm thinking about building traps on either side of the base that then link into this, that then lead all the way down this road into the front of here. And then we'll come down here, reach the back of this, come out, and then we can build a row on top of the traps and slowly work our way up in a giant square right here. Because the way I like to build my base, I really need to get the other video out so I can show you, is I want to build a room, not a room, but like a space I can stand to control things and to reload as we go. So when I get to my main base, and I'll make like a short 5-10 minute video going over how it works, you'll understand what I'm talking about when I say control room, because we'll have switches and all kinds of more advanced traps. Well, the wave's starting now, so I'm going to go ahead and call it quits on this recording. Sorry if anybody wanted to watch the wave. They're all pretty much the same for now. I might not even show the next wave unless I do a base building video, but I think tomorrow, or today, day 7, I think it's just going to be pure gathering. I might just do a live stream for that one. I guess we can, yeah, I might do it live stream that one. We'll call that episode, I believe it'll be 7, because this should be 6. So if you want to, tune in for the live stream for that, where we go around gathering resources, killing a bunch of stuff. I'll answer any questions if I can help anybody out. More than happy to. If anybody has suggestions, maybe of how they think this base should be built, or the best way to defend it. Because like I said, we're trying to get ready for day 10. And day 10 will bring us the giants. But anyways, if you guys like this content, you enjoyed this video, you want to see more like it, be sure to hit that like, subscribe button. Leave me a comment below. Let me know how I'm doing. Drop the questions. That keeps me motivated. It keeps... Same thing for your other YouTube creators, anybody else that you watch. If you'd be so kind as to at least hit the like button or drop a comment. It just lets us know that people are watching. And I appreciate you guys, and thanks for watching.